Welcome everyone, this is Vlogs of an Idol. My name is Joen. So for today's video, let's do something crazy. Even the format on this video is different. Let's do something you guys won't expect to see in this channel. Well, if you can read, you'll know what we'll do from the title of this video. So I will be giving you guys my top 5 albums of all time. So why am I doing this? Well, we are currently lacking on tech stuff to review, and I am currently on a tight spot in my life. A lot of things are happening right now, and I don't think I could manage to be consistent with my content. But before that, be sure to check out my giveaway of the Halo GT1 XR. It is still ongoing. Head to my unboxing video to learn the mechanics. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, go hit the subscribe button. We are really close to hitting that 1K mark. At the moment, we are at 800 subscribers, so 200 subscribers na lang at ma-reach na rin natin on 1K sub. That would really help me in this pandemic if we could reach it before the year ends. So right now, what we're doing is something that I am very comfortable to talk to, because listening to music has been something that I have used to cope up with matters that are happening within me, and it still quite correlates to the content that I am doing in this channel. I usually review earbuds, and what do you use earbuds for? Listening to music. Now for me, there is a certain way to listen to music. If I'm bored, I could just shuffle out my favorite tracks to listen to and get on with my regular schedule. But if you want to feel a certain or special feeling during an event, time or place, you'll listen to music by their album. In fact, the proper way to listen to music is by album. Why? Because of album sequencing. Yes, so album sequencing is the process of ordering the songs on an album, EP, or mixtape. Sequencing includes defining the silence between songs, crafting fade-ins and outs between tracks, and choosing the order of music on release. So what I'm getting from album sequencing is that you'll get to know why a song is formed that way, you'll unveil the true power of the art form, you'll learn the intentions of the artist on why they created their music, and you'll have a better sense on how the artists construct their music. But you know, singles happen pa din naman, pero usually ang mga artists hindi naman sila nagre-release ng singles lang. They always tend to release albums, so yun. So now that I have laid out why you should listen to music by album, I should start saying what my top 5 albums are. Okay, but first, this is all subjective. This is my top 5 albums, not yours. If ever na may comments ka saying that this should be number 1, this should be higher, you go do your own top 5 albums. So number 5 of my top 5 albums is Sticks and Stones by Newfound Glory. Ever since I was a kid, I have been listening to pop punk, Green Day, Blink-182, Fall Out Boy, and of course, Newfound Glory. Actually, until now, pop punk pa din naman halos sa mga pinapakinggan ko, new school and old school, so hindi talaga siya nawala sa sistema ko. So Sticks and Stones was released on June 11, 2002. It is their third studio album and the first album that I listened from them. Grabe, this album is one of the epitomes of pop punk. I first listened to this album when I was enrolling for college, so I was 15 by then. This album paved way my thoughts and impressions on entering a new environment. Actually, the whole premise of the album for me is that it gives the listener a sense of confidence for themselves. Not just in a relationship standpoint, but it gives the listener moral independence and makes you feel that every hardships you encounter would make you stronger. Hence the name of the album, Sticks and Stones, which is derived from a saying, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me." Kasi when I was in high school, I was really confident on what I was doing, but I never really were good with the girls. First relationship ko pa was on college, so ayun. Kumbaga, tong album na to ay nagpahimasmas sa akin to step up my game with the ladies. Mga ganun. Favorite tracks are Understatement, My Friends Over You, Sunny, Something I Call Personality, It's Been a Summer, Forget My Name, and Belated. Number 4 of my top 5 albums of all time is Scumfuck Flower Boy by Tyler, the Creator. Bitch! Fuck! Boom! This one is a really juicy one. A real doozy for me. I could have put this on a higher place, pero grabe rin kasi yung mga ibang albums sa list na to. This is Tyler's 4th studio album, released on July 21, 2017, and it's the first album that I listened from him. This is one of the rap albums that really shook the genre. A real game changer, if you must say. Tyler really outdid himself with this album, coming from a poorly response successor. You know, yung Cherry Bomb, masyadong maraming issues about dun sa album na yun. Pero for me, Cherry Bomb is really good din naman. Pero mas trip ko pa rin tong Scumfuck Flower Boy. He made it more personal kasi on this album, kaya it was really heartfelt for the fans. Made them think na, wow, Tyler has this side pala. A real cute soft spot that I could relate to. Mga ganun naisip namin. For me, it really is a mind-blowing album. From the sequence on how well put out the tracks were. The storytelling is great as well. Majority of the titles are based on gardening or flowers. Tyler said that the whole theme of the album is flowers din naman. So, ayan. Iba rin kasi yung lyricism that Tyler delivers. It's not just your standard bar per bar. He edges out his rhymes out of the meter. Well, he idolizes MF Doom, so expect na talaga natin yan na super intricate ng rhyming na gagamitin niya dito. Plus, the shock factor pa ng lyrics niya, sobrang subtle lang eh. Hindi mo mapapansin na, wow, sinabi niya pala yun sa part na yun. Talagang na cover up siya ng magandang tunog ng album, magandang flow. Talagang hindi mo mapapansin na, grabe, sinabi niya pala to. Dapat pala kinancel out ko na. Pero mga ganung situations, may mga ganun kang may experience sa album na to. And God, super ganda ng mga melodies sa track. The riffs, the guitars, sobrang ganda. And having a really thumpy bass applied to it. Sobrang ganda lang ng mixture at sobrang ganda rin ng production na inalay dito sa album na to. Di mo talaga may isip na magiging maganda pala ang isang rap album with melodic guitars. And in fact, this has been my benchmark. If you could vibe with me. If you haven't listened to any of the songs in this album, you have to check them out. Promise ko sa'yo, hindi kayo magsisisi na pinakinggan nyo sila. Even if you're not a fan of rap or you just like melodic riffs, talagang mag-e-enjoy ka sa album na to. Favorite tracks are See You Again, Glitter, Boredom, Who That Boy, Where This Flower Blooms, and 911, Mr. Lonely. My third favorite album would be the Saturation Trilogy by Hampton. Okay. Hear me out. I know this is 3 albums, pero super ganda lang talaga nilang lahat, silang tatlo. I have to put it only on one spot at pinagsama-sama ko na sila to be one of my top 5 albums of all time. Pero if you'll ask me, my favorite from the 3 is the Saturation 3. Ang ranking ko sa kanila is Saturation 3, Saturation 2, then Saturation 1. So, 3, 2, 1. Ganun. Discovered this album on the internet on 2017. It was also released that year. Full 3 albums on the same year. Wow, sino makakagawa ng ganun, di ba? Hampton lang ang makakagawa nun. Hampton lang malakas. A lot of people I saw were saying that this was a revolutionary album. Actually, one of the greatest albums of 2010s nga daw. Even Anthony Fantano from Needle Drop, made this his top 1 album of 2017. Ganon kaganda tong album na to. Super critically acclaimed. Oo, critically acclaimed siya. Pero para sa akin kasi sobrang ganon na yung level niya. Sobrang ganda. Who would expect na out of nowhere biglang may magre-release ng ganitong album, tapos grabe, like grabe. I've been a rap fan, I do rap. This album sobrang iba eh. Ibang-iba siya sa mga rap albums released on 2017. You know, Damn was released on 2017, Scumfuck Flower Boy, I mean, He's Good For You. Pero iba talaga yung Saturation eh. Iba yung tunog niya, super gritty. First time mo makakarinig ng ganitong klaseng rap album. It was a life-changing album for me. It gave me some sort of a friend or friends, kasi maraming members ng Hampton that would always listen to me when I have something to tell, to make myself feel better, to let me know that I'm not alone with the struggles that I am encountering. Kasi I was in college in this time, 3rd year college, I think. Sobrang yun yung lowest point ko in life. Sobrang dami kong problema nung year 2017. I felt like I was alone with the battles that I am facing, and Hampton really made me realize that I shouldn't always be facing them alone. I will always have my friends, my families. Si Hampton is an 11-man group. If I'm not mistaken, 11 na lang sila. Ayun, kaya yung sense of companionship andun na sa kanila na yon. Feeling ko marami rin akong kasamang humarap sa mga problema ko kapag pinapakinggan ko yung album na to. And it really does make me feel better about myself. The whole trilogy Siyempre minsan pinapakinggan ko Saturation 3 lang, Saturation 2, or Saturation 1. Pero yun nga, kapag pinagsama-sama mo sila, maganda eh. Magandang pakinggan lahat ng magkakasunod. Plus, ang maganda pa dito, yung ending ng Saturation 3 reverts back to the beginning of the Saturation 1. Kumbaga, yung last sound ng Saturation 3 is yung initial sound ng Saturation 1, which is yung heat. So, team to heat. Parang kapag on repeat mo silang pinapakinggan, parang nag-aano lang sila. Nagsa-cycle out. So, ayun. Ang ganda. The whole Saturation Trilogy, it tackles about depression, self-love, love for friends and families, and love for others. Really just hits close to home. Kasi super mapagmahal akong tao eh. Even in relationships, I often love her before myself. Mas mahal ko yung mahal ko kaysa sa sarili ko. Kaya yun, minsan pinapagalitan ako ng mga kaibigan ko bakit ganun daw. Kasi 'di ba, dapat unahin mong mahalin yung sarili mo bago ka magmahal ng iba. It's really great because it doesn't sound like any generic rap album. Of course, syempre, ang dami ba namang producers, sila lang din. tapos 11 man kayo sa group. Yeah, Wu-Tang's there. Siyempre, Wu-Tang classic na yan. Odd Future yan. Medyo may pagka-Odd Future nga yung vibe nila. Pero mas well put out dito sa Saturation Trilogy. And the DIY production really has an appeal to me. Kasi yung DIY production, madalas rin namin gawin yan dati nung gazebo times pa. Ganyan lang rin kami, DIY lang. Wala kami mahalos masyadong effort para sa mga videos na ganyan. Kaya sobrang nakaka-relate lang ng mga ganyan. Wala, it's just a really outstanding album subjectively and objectively. Favorite tracks are Gold, Rental, Zipper, Boogie, Hati, Swamp, Junkie, Fake, Swim, Gummy, Tokyo, Bleach, Stains, and Team. Now for our runner-up album, it is Enema of the State by Blink-182. Alright, balik lang tayo sa pop punk. Nakakadalawa na tayong rap albums. Balik tayo sa pop punk. This one really hits close to home as well. Actually, ito dapat ang #1 album ko para lang sa classic, nostalgic vibes para dito sa video na to. Pero napalitan na siya na #1 dahil mas naging malalim na yung relationship ko dun sa album na yun kesa dito sa Enema of the State. This one released on June 1, 1999. Kita mo, di pa ako buhay. Litaw na tong album na to. Pinanganak ako ng November 26, so mas matanda siya sa akin for about ilang buwan. But I first listened to this album when I was in high school. Matagal-tagal na rin tong album na to sa buhay ko. I introduced this hard to my friends and halos lahat kami naging fan na rin ng Blink-182. So yun, dahil sa akin, naging fan na sila ng Blink-182. Now talking about the album, of course, another pop punk album, so it's a confidence boost for me. Also that time kasi when I was in high school, people were listening to Jeje stuff or yung mga Silent Sanctuary shit or boy bands, One Direction. This album made me feel like I'm sort of an elite kasi syempre onti lang mga nakikinig ng Blink-182 dati nun. Pero if you play All the Small Things, everybody just vibes to it. Pero to be honest, mainstream din naman yung Blink-182. So ayun, di ko alam kung bakit na-feel ko yun. And actually, easy listen lang naman talaga tong Enema of the State. Di naman siya ganun kahirap maging gusto. From start to finish, hindi talaga ako nagsasawang pakinggan to. It greatly interprets how I was experiencing on high school. Kaya sobrang adik na adik ako sa album na to. Even in college, go-to album ko rin siya if I'm having a hard time. Halos lahat naman ng album dito, pinapakinggan ko kapag sobrang down ko eh. I remember every time pag nabiyahe pa ako papasok ng school, when All the Small Things plays, talagang napapaluha na lang ako sa sobrang ganda at sobrang nostalgic ng feeling para sa akin. Kasi whenever I listen to All the Small Things, nararamdaman ko yung kasiyahan ng bata pa ako. Yung feeling ng bliss, yung parang wala ka pang muang sa mundo. Parang hindi ka aware sa mga problema ng buhay. Yan, di ba? Nakakamiss lang rin ma-experience ulit yung ganun. Yung pagkabata, yung pagiging inosente. Kaya gustong-gusto ko tong album na to kasi andun yung yung atake niya sa puso ko. Yung pagiging emotional ko talagang nakukuha niya. At grabe lang, malaking part na tong album na to sa pagkatao ko. Kung paano ko i-express yung sarili ko, nagmula yun lahat halos dito sa album na to. Ang nakakatawa pa, yung title niya, Enema of the State. Kung alam niyo yung enema, yun yung pagpasok ng gamot sa puwet. Di ba? Nakakatawa na isa yun sa pinaka-album na kinaka-relatean ko. Yung gamot na pagpasok sa puwet. Kasi ang comedic nung vibe rin, ganun akong klase ng tao, mahilig ako sa nakakatawa, sa pagpapatawa at pagpapasaya ng tao, kaya ayun. So favorite tracks are Dumpweed, Going Away to College, Aliens Exist, What's My Age Again, All the Small Things, Mutt, and Anthem. Before we head on to the top 1 album, bibigay ko muna yung mga honorable mentions para sa list na to. Super dami ko kasing album na gusto at hindi sila kaya para sa 5 lang. So, eto na lang, magbibigay na lang ako ng marami dito sa honorable mentions. Under Soil and Dirt by The Story So Far, You're Gonna Miss It All by Modern Baseball, Life's Not Out to Get You by Neck Deep, Taboo by Denzel Curry, Good For You by Amine, Bonito Generation by Kero Kero Bonito, super ganda ng album na yan, Versace Summer by Jank, Tiger's Jaw by Tiger's Jaw, I'll Keep You in Mind From Time to Time by Moose Blood, yan, isa pa yan, super ganda yan. All Killer No Filler by Sam 41, Good Kid Mad City by Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid Mad City pa din over TPAB, Maybe This Place Is the Same by Real Friends, and The Finer Things by State Champs. Forgot to add on the honorable mention list is A Fever You Can't Sweat Out by Panic at the Disco and Boys Like Girls by Boys Like Girls. So yun. And now, for my top 1 album of all time, it would be Peripheral Vision by Turnover. Hands down, the best one for me currently. Super nagkakatalo lang sila ng Enema of the State on how they made me feel while listening to the album. Enema of the State kasi they gave me the upbringing in life. Yung talagang mafe-feel mo na there are so much in life to be happy about than to be sad. Pero yung Peripheral Vision, it really made me feel euphoria. You know euphoria? Wait, I'll search what euphoria means. A feeling or state of intense happiness and self-confidence. Yun yung euphoria para sa akin dito sa Peripheral Vision na to. Super ganda kasi na album na. Oh my God. I'm getting teary-eyed na. Kasi just by remembering the album, super ganda talaga. Super melancholic nga rin ng feeling para sa akin. Kasi makes me feel happy and sad at the same time. Complete bliss from all the hardships in life. Kumbaga yung sinabi ko doon sa Enema of the State, wherein yung saya na binibigay niya sa akin. Etong album na to, talagang pinaramdam niya sa akin yung ganun. Hindi lang nung saya nung pagkabata, pati yung saya nung kung ano ako ngayon, kung ano yung edad ko ngayon, kung ano yung saya na mararamdaman ko. Ngayong ganito na yung edad ko. Ganun. Grabe kasi yung melodic riffs really got me hooked with this album. Plus, ang relatable pa ng lyrics para sa akin. Mostly ang lyrics niya is on relationship nga, on how happy you should be on relationships, on how sad you must be when you're living out from relationships. It's not your generic lyricism kasi out of the box rin yung thinking nila sa paggawa ng mga tracks dito sa album na to. I mean, that's what you get from a new wave, dream pop, medyo shoegaze na genre ng album. You know, shoegaze. Ooh, super ganda na shoegaze. This one really molded me to what I am right now. Daming beses ko nang pinakinggan tong album na to. Talagang hindi nakakasawang pakinggan. Iba rin kasi ang album kapag tumatak na siya sa'yo eh. Kapag ka nagmarka na siya sa buhay mo. Hindi ko alam kung ako lang nakaka-experience ng ganun. I hope you do guys as well. Parang it adds meaning to your life. Iba talaga pag by album ka nakikinig ng music. Talagang iba yung storya na maikakwento niya para sa'yo. Hindi lang basta isang part. Kumbaga yung buong idea. Ayun eh. Album na yun eh. Hindi lang yun isang kanta. Pag sobrang hinang-hina na talaga ako sa buhay ko, ito talaga yung pinapakinggan ko eh. Para lang makalimutan ko or maiparamdam sa akin na there's more to life than it is what you are experiencing right now. Somehow, parang naging droga na yung pakiramdam niya para sa akin. Plus, nakakapatrish pa pagka nakikinig ka sa album na to kasi syempre, onti lang rin naman ang may alam ng Turnover dito sa Pinas. So, kapag kakuwari, i-share out mo siya sa mga friends mo, uy, ano yan? Anong album yan? Wow, super obscure mo naman. Ano ba yung album na yan? Nakakalungkot nga kasi nag-concert yung Turnover dito sa Pinas at hindi ako nakapunta. 500 pesos lang yung ticket, tapos hindi pa ako bumili. Yung schedule ng concert is madaling araw na, so syempre uuwi ka ng 4. Baka pagalito pa ako ng magulang ko, pero ayun nga, dapat pas inisip ko, mas magiging worth it yung experience ko na yun. Kasi syempre, minsan lang mag-concert ang Turnover sa Pinas. Minsan lang mag-concert ang Turnover sa Pinas. Bakit hindi pa ako pumunta? For sure, kung makapunta man ako doon sa concert nila, iiyak lang ako sa isang sulok or doon sa gitna ng pit kasi sobrang ganda talaga. So, iba yung feeling kapag ka napakinggan mo rin sila in person. Oh, ang ganda nun, shit. Ito, di ko na na-mention, this was released on May 4, 2015. And I first listened to this album on 2017. Discovered them from Pop Punk Manila. Kaya ayun, if ever I introduced you with this album, it means that you are very special to me. At gusto ko ma-experience mo yung na-experience ko to this album. Kaya ayun, sa mga shinare ko ng Peripheral Vision Turnover, you have to feel special. You have to feel special. Ayun, favorite tracks ko, whole album. Walang tapon. Lahat. Lahat ng tracks. Lahat. Kailangan mo silang pakinggan fully by album para ma-appreciate mo sila. Yun lang. So that's my top 5 albums of all time. Let me know in the comment section what your top 5 albums are. Mag-discuss lang tayo ng mga favorite albums natin dyan. Maging wholesome lang tayo at mag-share out tayo ng mga music taste natin para maka-discover din tayo ng mga iba't ibang musical albums kasi maganda talaga kapag nag-share tayo ng mga music. Yan. Kasi music makes the world a better place. So that's it for my video. If you do like the content, be sure to subscribe and hit the notifications bell for you to get updated on every uploads that I make. I do it weekly. Ayun guys, let's just wait for tech content. Antay-antay lang tayo ng onte. Medyo may paparating na rin naman. Wala pa rin kasi tayo gaanong budget ngayon. Lalo tayong ginipit at mas lalo tayo naging problemado sa nangyayari sa buhay natin. Stay safe palagi, mag-iingat kayo. I hope you guys are enjoying your music. Always listen to music. And yun, see you sa next video. Bye-bye!